Right, we're testing it again. There's another test for the YouTube. It's because I need it. I need history of this stream on YouTube. We're having our autism time. Beans, look. That's the most British plate of food of all time. Look how beige it is. It's beige and orange. That's British. My friend's boyfriend is playing Friday Night Funkin' and my friend is scoring TikTok. Stimulation time? So true. Can someone let me know if you get the YouTube notification? I've tried to fix it. Looks fucking banging. It's really good. Yeah, it just doesn't say I'm live. Why is it doing that? Wait, is it being streamed privately? Because this happened earlier. My live stream got oh my fucking god, it's private. That's why. For some reason, it made the stream private. I fucking figured it out. Oh my god, it only took me like an hour. God's sake, Will. Right, can someone refresh my page? I'm cooking some garlic bread. I'm going to eat it while watching the stream. I'm tired of sucking. I have no motor functions. It's a happy, light with moderately happy mouth. And for me, that's so good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're making that. Let's just go. I'm going to go through the chat very slowly. Like the game chat very slowly. So what happened, right, is I can say this now, because only like 2 people saw it. On YouTube stream yesterday, I leaked my postcode. So I had to private the stream after. Wait, did I do that on YouTube? On Twitch, sorry, did I also do that? Hang on. Yes, Yes, I did do it, okay. But, oh, Willy silly bastard, it's fine. It's fine. Like, 2 people saw it. Maybe 3. But the point was that I privated the YouTube stream afterwards. And, also I'm going to keep this on the screen so more people click. But basically, I privated the stream after, but obviously it's changed my default YouTube settings to private. So silly. This is a world-class Tism dinner. I'm just messaging Lauren. 10 out of 10 Tism dinner. So how's everyone's days going? Sorry, we've already said that, haven't we? What did I do today? I worked today. I then had a doctor's appointment after work. Nothing bad, just an asthma review. Which is fun. I then got home because they was meant to be at 5:45, but doctors were late, so I didn't get seen until 6:20. So literally an hour ago, literally just over an hour ago, I left the doctor's. So I had no time between finishing that and stream. So I basically got home and went live. Oh, a UC interview tomorrow? That's brilliant. What are you going to be doing? Okay. By the way, Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Mm. Lum num num. Yum 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 yum. Yum yum yum. So cute. Me? I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. It's just for a bit of extra money from the government until I get a job. At the moment, it's ridiculous trying to find one that fit my college schedule. No, I get it. Bit of UC, it's fine. A little bit of cash. 90 quid a week. You got the bread of garlic? That's a dub. I'm nearly finished. You'll be fine, Beans. You're not like... I don't know how to describe it. You'll be fine. It's not like you're doing it for nefarious reasons. You need the money. It's actually not really a shameful thing to apply for. I did it when I did it recently. I had to have like a month of it in July this year. Oh, you hit my jaw? Ow! £70 a week, can't complain. I think they're just confirming your identity. Yeah, they did that to me. Actually, I never went face to face. I think they just rung me. And they were like, answer these questions about yourself. I was like, okay. It can pick up your ID. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Natsuki's fang. Brother, how close are you looking to these girls? Are you trying to kiss the screen? It's a big screen in front of me, right? I didn't notice the fang until just now. Yutasis is like this. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Oh. Ah. I turn the cupcake round in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Trust me, will I've wanted to? I am actually genuinely terrified to even consider the possibility of there being Doki Doki Literature Club Rule 34. Because I know for a fact there will be, and I know for a fact there probably will be lots of it. I'm too scared. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before settling down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Oh, there's so much. Oh, there so is. Not like I know. A friend told me. Okay. I'm not looking. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Yeah, we don't know, we just have some weird friends, don't we? Do you know what makes me uncomfortable is I feel like these are children. Like, I know this isn't what the game is, thankfully, but this is why I don't play dating sims, because I feel like a lot of these are, you know, they're a bit predatory. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling a dream. Aww. I've seen a Reddit post which was a foot fetish post of the game. Wow, you shouldn't link that. I definitely don't want to see that. Don't link that to me. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Ooh. Then I'm surprised more people aren't in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Well, I'm joking. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Chat, if I was 17, if I was a teenager, and these four girls spoke to me like this, I think I would literally wet myself. I don't think that's a joke. I think I would piss my pants. I'd be so terrified. Anyway, everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. There totally isn't a DM in your Discord. There's no fucking way you found. Sorry, I'm gonna open this quickly because I'm curious. That is a Doki Doki Literature Club foot fetish post. My god, it's not even like NSFW. It's just... Okay, right. Yeah. Pierce, there be some J and some Z's. Jesus. Maybe that's why we're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Will, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I'd like to trace Yuri's other rim. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally as impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in for a loop? That feels 440. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Ooh. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Chat, who do we go for, by the way? Who do we romance? I'm not going to romance Monica. I don't want to do Sayori. I want to do either Natsuki or Yuri. Maybe we'll do Yuri. Hi, Jack. Hi, JD. Yuri, 100%. There is a vulnerability I'd like Yuri to go for. Ooh, Jesus. Making me want to play Baldur's Gate. Nice. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Oh, so cute. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Natsuki may be nice as well. True. The only reason being is my first ever playthrough, I did Sayori's arc, and I don't want to do that. I'll do that off stream, probably. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. Monica, you are a genius. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Will? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I would fold, chat. I'm sorry, I'd fold. Well, you only played what we'd call the intro. I know, but I'm just letting you know, guys, I'd fold right now. But I'm sorry, I thought... Well, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed level decision when it's like this? That's it. Wait, that is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. I'm sure they could give some clear, fuck's sake. Then that makes it official. J14 will official. Welcome to the literature club. Ooh ooh. Ah, thanks I guess. Okay everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment, write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Well, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Will, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way back, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. You can find a clear expression of something in my lower regions. Jesus fucking Christ. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. So, here's the deal. We are gonna start by trying to romance Yuri, okay? So we're gonna pick the horror ones. So we're gonna pick Graveyard, Grief, Disaster, Death. Oh, Monica likes Death. Oh. Agonizing? That's what we want. Tears. Why does Monica like tears so much? I genuinely on the sexual contents, but are there any attractive men here? That's not Monica. Well. Oh, it's Sayori, sorry. Massacre, that's more horror. Okay. Contamination? That's what we want. Pain? Frightening. Let's go. We are doing well here. Also, sorry, did you say there aren't any attractive men here? I think you need to look a little bit closer. Rude man, honestly. So horrible to me. Let's go for... Oh, horror, that's an easy one. We then want Inferno. Lovely. We're then going to follow that up with... Do I want Hopeless? Adventure. No, I should have done Hopeless. Let's do Anxiety. Lovely. Fear. Oh, why did she get Fear? Disarray. Yes. Fester. Lovely. Uncanny. Doki Doki. Unstable. Yay! And let's go for dark to finish it off. Oh. Oh, we get our first trophy! Doki Doki Poetry Slam. Spend enough time during the poem minigame for the music to loop. Okay, I wasn't aware there was a trophy for that, so that's quite a neat one to get. Let's go. Okay. We can, I genuinely didn't know that was a trophy. I didn't check the trophy list. I wanted to go in blind. What did I just click? There we go. Nothing missable. Jump scare warning? What? I joined on, okay buddy, you keep believing, damn. And there's the joke progress gone. Congrats, thank you. Let's go for Wrath. Yay! I got a Monica jump scare. Let's just save that as well, because that's the poem mini game. I want to make sure we got the clip for that as well. Okay. Hello, Knife. Long time no see. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome into stream. Right. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. It was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Will. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Will gives it his best as long as he's having fun. So true. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Will can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situations she just put me into. Oh no, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't even thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit. So, that's the book you gave me, right? Uh-huh. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. A bit like the hit TV show? The hit movie Frozen. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Yuri, just say I want it to... Fuck's sake. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. She's literally just giving you Necronomicon. Yeah, true. Aha! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Will? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. No, I didn't! I wrote a whole fucking poem about her being sad! She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Why do you have the Amongst Us tag? Because it's funny. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly you thought you related to the protagonist. They're made out to be naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's not what fucking listening is, it's reading. It's funny that 80% of the art in these characters is just tits. Yep. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yeah, you don't have to. Aha. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Not the only thing of Yuri's you'd probably want to slip into. Ah! Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in the company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue.
I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, it was just... Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Aha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here! Ooh! Yuri takes the arm, her left arm, and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Oh, her eyes are to the side now. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Oh my god, guys. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it onto her thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Didn't know you were into this type of stuff? I mean, yeah, I am. You should keep watching, you know? You never know, you might find that you really enjoy it. Hi, Chester, by the way. This may be a silly thought, but let me see those titties. Okay. But, well, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. You should keep watching, like, share, and subscribe. It's so true. So true. I have a grand total of 1 subscriber on Twitch. Can we get a shout out to my 1 subscriber? I don't know who it is. Shout out to my 1 Twitch subscriber. I will win them back though. We're streaming again. Okay, we might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhaled, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Oh. I will get the pop-ups again, by the way, on screen for chats and followers and stuff. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'd be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well now, everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, here we are. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's show it to Yuri first, because it's her poem. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. It's getting hot in here. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. What do you mean, though? Huh? What do I mean about what? Oh, God, man. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down to me more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. It's getting hot in here. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting to work together is probably the most challenging part. Can we get a band, please? It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't she supposed to be in a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. What an excellent poem. Now get on your knees. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read.
Fuck, have I just been called out for being a slow reader?
I was in the fast reading group at school. I promise you, I was in the fast read. I was like top for reading. I really was. I was like very high. I used to read books all the time as a kid. Slowing it down for stream. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Will. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, who, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. I like it. Doing good. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Impressive. Yeah? Well, nothing really. Yours was impressive too. So, nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Will. She loves me. Me too. Oh, fucking, have I got to go through all these dialogues? Huh? Good poem, Will. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy you wrote one. It just reminds me that you're really part of the club now. So true. I'd offer my voice, but nah, it'd take too long. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the clubroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Will. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. So, hydrate. Saul's supervillain arc? He certainly is one. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I like it. Been your villain arc for a while? Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. We look forward to it. Lovely. Let's do Natsuki next. Well, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. I like it. Good poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Very true. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Hits you hard. I'd like to. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with the last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monica! Hi, Will! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new in everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'll be much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aha! Don't worry, Will. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's this sort of barrier that we all learn to get past. So true. Hand Monica my poem. Uh-huh. Great job, Will. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Aha! That's not very fair. Jesus. We're having a great time here. Guess it worked. Anyway, you know, Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyse all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and trying to learn new things. I'm sure I end up trying something different. I end up trying different things a lot. My brain is like, it's so much reading. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing the reading. But I think my brain sometimes, like, when there's loads and I'm just in the zone, my brain, like, frazzles everything at once. I'm gonna just take a sec through some of these lines. I'm going to give you guys like a few seconds to read each one. Just for this conversation, if that's alright. Oh. Aha. Okay. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Yes, we'll read her poem. Let's skip ahead to her poem. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle... Is that sparkle? The sparkle protrudes, a nosy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see, I reel. Blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I'd like a hole of infinite choices. Sorry. I realised now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Ooh. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems quite a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up a bit later. Oh, I'm just taking a moment here. Oh. Okay, cool. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Anyway, another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out as nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Will did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I've come across something particularly inspiring. Oh, God. There's no way I'm getting a cold, right? I think it's just tonight. Will liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. They can both impress my member. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Will appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. If I want suggestions, I would have asked someone who liked it. That isn't how it works. Very true, by the way. I got like, not pain, but like, my tooth feels funny. I think I bit down something wrong before. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Will started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they've just noticed I was standing there. Will, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Will. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Do you know, I'm not going to apologise for being me. I'm a human. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Will? Well... How'd they get dragged into this? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whom I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I'm going to side with Yuri, because we're going to go for her, okay? Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't just pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. Very true. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think that you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps me to take a walk to clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Will. You're too kind. Aw. I'm thankful to have you as part of the club. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. By the way, so I've realised something. I did a quick check while we were on dinner. There are 3 trophies in this game for writing perfect poems. So, for the 3 characters, for Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri. I've got a list of words, so I am going to be a little bit cheap, and I'm just going to pick the best words for Yuri in our next poem, just so we can get the trophy. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Cheat? I mean, I'm trying to get her anyway. I don't know the full list of words. What a cheater. Fuck you guys. It's for a trophy. It's not because I want to rig the game. Otherwise I have to keep replaying the game. Ah, fine. I'll just play it normally. You guys don't get to see the trophy. I'll do the trophy offline, you dicks. Okay. So, we're going to be doing more poems tonight. Well, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay. We'll have like I'll do a tactical think, okay? Will that make you guys feel better? I'll do like a tactical think when the time comes. Sayori, what about happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? Just focus on fancy, poetic. Okay. No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. Get to know her? Oh, fuck you guys. Fine. I won't cheat. I will not cheat. If I don't get it, I'll just have to replay the game. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Will, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still isn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Poem time, baby. Okay. Right. Well, now I feel pressure. I gotta feel so pressured now. Okay. Well, it's not gonna be nightgown. It could be portrait. Fuck it. Let's go! Tragedy? No. Secretive, maybe? Oh, she's very secretive. 2. 2 out of 20. I need to get 20 out of 20 for this trophy. Misery. Misfortune. Oh, this is tough. This is a tough one. What else could there be? It won't be Valentine, right? No. Universe? No. Games? No. Hair? She does like hair. She definitely won't be bouncy. Dream? Oh, she is a bit daydreamy. Misery would be Sayori, I think. Misery? Okay. I'm trusting you lot. Oh my god, you said Misery would be Sayori? And not fucking Yuri? Oh my god, I misread the name. I'm genuinely so upset. Fuck, man. Another day passes, it's time for the meeting. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Will. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club. That's all. Why are we surprised Will's being a... Okay. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Ooh. No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Huh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Not surprised, disappointed. Fuck you guys. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Good life lesson there, by the way. Very, very good life lesson. Chocolate Banana! Hi, welcome in. Sorry, I realized I lost my tab there. Hello, welcome in. I lost my YouTube chat tab. That's really bad. I'm so sorry for those. Aha! Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book, as always. I know where I want her face to be. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Will to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Not really. Misplaced guilt can be probable. Another bad take. Hi, Mr. Blowball. Welcome in. Doesn't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Another bad take by J14 Failure. Fuck, you guys. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed into my book. Aha! I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Ooh. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told me you guys... After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. I'm twerking on a chair? Brother, I love that for you. I hope you're having a great time doing it. Thank you. Bwap! Kia! Ow! What was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Aha! I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though, aha. Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Cheese, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going for a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat, goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Fucking these two guys. Twangy! Hello, you are cool. Welcome in. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Huh. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Jesus. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Does the most preppiest, most baddie burp. Thank you, Mr. Bubble. A bit like that. Huh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Will. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thank you. Didn't miss anything? No, not really. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and I end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak on their creative minds. Sorry, I'm just checking my phone, making sure nothing's what's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Oh, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. She makes good cupcakes. We're going to skip a little bit ahead because they're talking about cupcakes a bit too much. Okay, so they're just talking about the event, really. Like, we don't need much. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Jesus Christ. Cupcakes be important? True. Ooh-ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Isn't this where we get a moment? Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Make me want to make cupcakes. Dude, I really want cookies right now, funny enough. I really want cookies right now. Beans, you know the, you know, like the Dairy Milk ones? The Dairy Milk 4-pack of cookies you get in, like, supermarkets, like Tesco's and stuff? Like, the fresh baked ones that are in the bakery section? I really want some of those. Or, like, the caramel ones. Or just white chocolate ones. Oh, cookies. Dude, I want cookies. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? I can never afford them. They're such a treat, but oh my god, they go so hard right now. Right? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori. It's written all over you. Sayori glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe the stain off with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button up her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Do you know what? I actually was about to go for a toilet break. And I realised this sounds like a very sus time to go for a toilet break, but honestly, it's more just so I can have this as the thumbnail for the stream. and more people will click on the stream. So I'll be back in a Why is the audio going to come out of one ear for me? There we go. This is so funny, what is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though, I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Yeah, I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Oh god, why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Sayori is tripping. So true, Game Glitcher. So true. It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway. You look so much better now, so, Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. There we go. Phew! That's so much better. She puts her arms out and twirls round. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we are taking better care of each other. They're going. I'm taking a sec. It's impossible to tell you sometimes. Okay. Is it poems? Time for poems, baby. Let's go, Sayori. It's so good. I love it. Especially after yesterday's. You're too honest sometimes. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Dude, she loves it. I'm happy. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you just don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? J14 Gooner official. Fuck you. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a will poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a really good poem. I swear this is the weirdest game. Yeah, I mean, it gets weirder. I'm pretty sure it gets much weirder. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Me neither. Ugh, why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Yeah? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Okay. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. She likes bittersweet poems, which is very unhelpful because that's a bit of everything. She likes happy and sad. Okay. There you go. She's saying, like, when you're feeling a bit down, you like a down poem. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Maybe I'm getting a bit better at expressing my feelings after all. Thank you, Will. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Fucking hell. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull for them from the shelf, one after the other, hold them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tiles between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Very deep. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this to come from you. True, by the way. Monica taught me a whole lot. She did. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I can see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Helps her understand her feelings a bit better. Magic. Writing. Right, cool. Are we... We'll go ahead. Let's show it to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. This is pretty good, Will. Were you influenced by seeing everyone else's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was always a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes, so I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. Intimate exercise. We're gonna again do a little, kind of like a little speed read of some of these bits now, until we get to maybe the more important scenes. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, My subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and affects that much more light off of my cutting knife. Oh. I believe this is, this is definitely, this is the old, hurty myself. Bro, if I was in the literature club or whatever it is, I would be prancing and brain rotting left and right. That's what I'm saying, dude. Mr. Blobe, I would be writing a full-fledged poem about Skibbity Ohio toilet riz. I want to write an Edgar Allan Poe inspired poetry piece about I Show Speed and Kai Cenat. Don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right, it's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poems as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions taught to them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that people can relate to in their own way. Same, my heart lies in a field. So I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Will? No, nothing. I've got nothing embarrassing. I'm an unembarrassed man. We can respect each other. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Thank you. I didn't listen to anything. Well, I could admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. True, by the way, a bit mean. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggling, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh. My heart in a field in Ohio. Skibbity flushes my dreams down the drain. I feel the sigma, alpha, beta. But no goon session can save me from the phantom tax. This is why I get involved in poetry. Unbelievable, Saul. Now, all you need to do is you just put that on like a black and white picture of like a field. Like, everyone on Facebook, all the Facebook mums share it. Longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Can I share my poem? Of course you can. And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Poem? Yeah. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. Kaisana. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? And it makes them happy. People need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learnt her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is different, I'm sure she appreciates the message in your poem. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Oh, here's our next poem, hang on. Kai Sanat. When you goon and mew, you think about Kai to the moon. The have the beta, I have the skibbity. Let's light it up, Kai, with a... I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Okay. We got to work together, by the way, to get Yuri's words right. I just realised, by the way, the 3 poetry sessions, I could have just done all 3. If I'd done all 3, I would have just been able to, you know... I'm so stupid. Pizza Tower. Okay. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll have a masterpiece. Here we go. Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. That wasn't what I was going for. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Oh well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she speaks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other. Even if you showed it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So that's the kind of vibe I get from reading your poem. Could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri, but in any case, Sayori's writing kind of has a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? That's totally unexpected. Well, each to their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem? Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Oh, I will load you. I mean, Riz and you with Goon, we kiss under the shade with eyeshade speed. Going in memes among us and Pizza Tower skibbity betas love brain rot. Just don't mess up again. Even more abstract than your last one, huh? Aha! I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never seen before, I guess. I was talking about spacing. Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Thank you, Monica. Thank you for reminding me. breaking the fourth wall. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. We're done with reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves. That's a worry of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute prep. Don't worry, we're going to keep it simple. Only need a few decorations, so you're already working on posters, pamphlets, okay? We're going to be performing. Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. That's cool. I like that. That's a cool thing. Sayori's putting out all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Yay, shows us the poster. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already put those posters up. Hi, Emmanuel. Welcome in. Close your eyes. Am I allowed to open them again? You'll be there soon. Sneeze-san. Brother's just yapping. Soup. People are just yapping. Thank you for your kind words, Emmanuel. You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. You really think that's a bad idea? No, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Bro, let's do a Doki Doki roleplay in the chat. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I think it's kind of overlooked. Okay, I'm going to skip a little bit ahead. So they're obviously talking about setting up a performance and people are nervous, expressing your feelings, having fun. Close your eyes and you'll leave this dream. It's quite hard to leave the dream when the Doki Doki Literature Club music is repeatedly playing in my ears. But I feel awake now, thank you. That might be the monster energy I had a few hours ago coursing through my veins, but still. I know we all do, and if it takes standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. They remain silent, looks worried. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Siri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Fine, I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Yuri glances around. I guess I don't have a choice. Thank you. Okay, you'll be fine. Anyway. No way. Everyone's like, we're going to recite our poems, okay? Now, let's see. Mono begins reciting her poem. Confident voice, does that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she just a natural? Everyone has their eyes on her. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression of her face that I don't understand. Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. The poem is called... Glances at either of us. My YouTube chat's mental right now. It's fine, Saul, by the way, before, just in case you get involved. It's fine, it's quite funny. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Her voice shakes as she reads. Why is she putting in so much effort? Her voice changes after the first couple of lines. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns its structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. Hi, Candu. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Hello, Haru, as well. Hiya. Welcome in, everybody. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirring fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. We're having a nice time, aren't we? I think we are. Just gonna mute something, sorry, on my other monitor. There we go. Looks a bit better. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. The Japanese have invaded, have they? What was that, like POV Mongolia, fucking 1800? 1800. POV Mongolia, 200 BC. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out best that way. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem ain't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Hey, I can help you with this platinum. I did it like 3 times. That's very kind of you to offer. Thank you. I think at the moment I'm going to be just going for it normally. Because this is just our first playthrough. So I'm not really trophy focused right now. I haven't even looked, to be honest. I've tried not to look at too many of the trophies. So yeah. But we're doing okay. Thank you for offering. I might need your help at some point, I'm sure. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Will liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. That's true. Oh, I know what you mean. That's why I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Will. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Will lower everyone's standards before I have to do it. It's fine. I might as well get it over with, but it's not like I have much selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's really hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about that so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Dude, save. When did I last save? Yeah, we're fine. No, I'm not gonna get any other achievements right now. I'm fine for now. We'll get one. We'll get it at the end of stream, in like 40 minutes. Okay. We'll skip a little bit ahead. Poem is called. It's called. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little uninfused, her poem has rhyme and rhythm to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. Pretend to exit the game. How do I... Oh. Exit DDLC. Oh, and if I click no, do I get a trophy? Oh, we do! No? Choose not to quit DDLC. Doki Doki Literature Club. That's quite a funny little trophy. I like that. Oh, thank you. Well, I didn't know that. Do you know what? That's fine. It's been a long time since our last trophy, so we might as well get ourselves up to 2 out of 19. Thank you very much for that, Haru. Like I said, I didn't really check the trophies before I started. Did you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? Other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess that is the case. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you will have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival. There's another one of the poems, do a perfect poem for each girl and you can get 3 achievements. I do know that one. So we're trying to do this without a guide, which we massively failed on for Yuri last time, but we'll try it again. Makes me happy, no problem. Okay, I think that's about it for today. Okay. So let's finish up for today. I can't wait. Let's do this. Alright. And for the sake of the club and pressing Monica, I'll have to do my best. Ready to go? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, yeah. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, well, you don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. We? I think you mean you. That is true. I was the one who completely fucked it. Fair enough. A lot's changed. Save when you reach the poem minigame. Yeah, I could. I'll just do it one time. I get what you're saying, Haru. I can understand that if I save it, I could just repeat it and get the trophies. But I'm doing like a one-time playthrough. I don't mind getting that little side trophy, the DDLC one, but I'm gonna just try these legit with chat, and then I'll do it on a second playthrough if I need. How we get to, I mean, sorry if I was so hard. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I am going for Yuri at the moment. The easier is speedrunner. True. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialise, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she beautiful and smart? That's nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. I'm finishing it in like 5 seconds or something. Fair. Trapping me a weird question. I can't lie to her. Okay. Okay. Right. We are playing for... We can do this. Now, my brain is immediately going to go for intellectual, which doesn't follow the other two. So... Yes! 1 down, 19 to go. I think Adventure's her other one. Fuck! I messed up on a second. Do you know what? Game's the game. Game's the game. I don't mind too much, by the way. I'm kind of just I'm not trying to I'm not that bothered about not getting it right. I also keep trying to do... I am actually trying to do Yuri, and I'm genuinely just getting stuff wrong. Save and see the guide? Yeah, I can do that another time. I'm not that bothered. Portrait was her. Raindrops was Raindrops. I love how hers is climax. That's so funny. Unending. Frightening's hers. Melancholy? Yep. Flea? Jumpy? Oh, Jumpy could be... Oh, Games could be her. I think Games are her. No. Yeah, that's her. Unrequited. Philosophy. Philosophy is her. Fantasy is her. No, it's not. Wow. Okay. I didn't look at the others, to be fair. That was kind of my fault. Alone? Daydream? Daydream seems like hers. This is the most annoying achievement. Yeah, I'd probably look... When I actually go for it, I probably will look up a guide. It's fine. Let's go for Scars, because I know that's... Oh, that's hers. Oh, Jesus. Rain Cloud. Okay, fuck it. Why does it keep, like, defaulting me? It feels like it's defaulting me to her. It's defaulting me to Sayori all the time. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wasn't here for you. I can't wait for the festival. Gonna be great. We're gonna go a little bit faster because I want to get to the end of our first playthrough just on today's stream. So not the whole game, just like the first run to the menu. Because I'm a little bit tired tonight. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. What? Squid? Oh, is it Japanese? Mon-ika. Oh. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now. Wow, I wonder what that could have been. Will you continue another stream? I can do, yeah. I probably will play a bit offline at some point. What I might do offline, actually, is I will go back to one of my saves. The save we did just before. I'm going to go back to the poetry bit and I'll probably just grab those trophies. Just grab a couple of offline bits anyway. Sayori was running late. Sayori sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. Hey Sayori. I waved my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything okay? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a bit off. Sorry for assuming things. What's your Twitter? I can help you get this platinum in like 2 or 3 days. My Twitter is... It should be in the description, right? It's J14willofficial. Yeah, like I said, you don't have to... Like, I'm comfortable getting this platinum, don't worry. But thank you for your help. Like, I appreciate your help. You have to finish the game again? I know. Sayori shows me her big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Is that the X notification? I assume that's you following me. Anyway. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. If you say so. I worry glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with the back of their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Will, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little bit strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into this a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Follow me back so I can send you a DM. Fine. Look at me being nice. See a bit downcast state. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Will. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always tends to talk to me about things that bothered her. Okay, good. Don't go further without us. I won't. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. It's really important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure about that? She seems like she wants to be left alone. You sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Will. Me? How on earth do you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Will. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. You have to choose someone to spend the weekend with later. I've played this game before. I've done a run of this game before, don't worry. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. I'm going to pick Sayori. I think that's my only choice. Talks to Sayori, quieter. Impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Not anything else ordinary. Which going Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away quickly with a flustered look on her face. I really she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. So I go do that, go talk to her. Didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even doing something like that? Posture and expression, or staring. Sorry, yeah, we are going to be a little bit skippy. I don't want to be horrible. I don't want to ruin the stream, but I want to get through this, and we've only got 20 minutes left. So we kind of need to be a little bit quicker. That's quite romantic. I didn't mean to say something stupid like that. Okay, so we're basically... She's going to talk to me about how much she thinks Sayori is complex. Speedrunner? I kind of have to speedrun a little bit, unfortunately. Yeah, let's do a bit of reading. She's gonna make us some tea. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk and get some water. She walks very elegantly. I have the water pitcher. Yay. Yuri was going to make some tea, so we're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job. Monica, mind your own business for once, or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping World Club activities? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Now let's go. Wow! A little bit sassy! A little bit of... Oh, once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? It's just... Monica irritated her. Did the right thing. Nothing you do is as bad as you seem. No one's perfect. Very true. So true. Friends, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Well, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward. Oh. I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, let's go. So let's go fill up the water. Get back to the classroom. Do I like the tea? Yep. They're already talking about tea. I'm gonna skip. Try expressing myself a bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. Yeah, but it's you who's around anyway. Oh, that's great. Wow. Yuri loves me. I love that for us. It's because of her tits. Your posture. Terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. She hasn't noticed. She has an intense reading expression. I use all my willpower to focus on the reading. You can have as much as you want. No, that's okay, I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on these pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Oh, what cute art stuff. Dude, the art's so good in this game. Yuri opens the book with both her hands. She holds it. Her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. In that case, reading. Oh. It placed the chocolate in her mouth. Oh, I see her. Did I just... well... I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's... Well, you were just helping. Okay. We are... I don't remember having this in my first playthrough. Do you know what I had? Do you know what I realized what this is? In my first playthrough, I had it with Natsuki. Not the only thing you'd want to place in her mouth? Hey, you're doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. You're doing it. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel a hot breath on my fingers. That was fucking sexual. Ooh-ah. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share our poems. Okay, let's... I'll take the cover. Yeah. We nearly had a moment there. It was nearly brilliant. Let's show it to Sayori first. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe that's probably not what I meant though, but it's okay. Is there something wrong? Nothing. Well, I know what scene this bit's leading to, so I'm gonna just skip ahead. Let's show it to Natsuki, who's not gonna like it. She never does. Yeah, because it's more yeah, look, she's ready for someone else. Let's show it to Monica. Ah, yes, the new Sayori necklace time. Take a look at today's poem. This one's good. It feels like you're not getting comfortable with the style, but the imagery is better than the last one. You've been finding inspiration in Yuri's style. I guess so. You can't deny she's talented. I think her poems are the most romantic. Okay, so she's going to talk about that. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought, and here I am. A feather. Lost adrift, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me with a thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend doesn't exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of the wind. When Sayori do the stuff, load the file. Like, you mean when I have the scene of Sayori, do I do it then? Okay, she's doing a writing tip of the day. That's a long fucking list. Well, this is wonderful. I can feel the emotion you poured into it. I'm just checking. I'm just going to check the trophy list anyway. Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. Even her hands a bit sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. She collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Ah, well that's cute, isn't it? We're having a cute little moment. You know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot to do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I enjoy reading. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. Fuck's sake, have we lost to Greece? Wait, did we lose? Are you BSing me? Did we lose?
Why does it say Saka off with an injury? Wow. What, 90 plus 4? Fucking hell.
I have all these feelings. Okay, yeah, she's being nice. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky and expansive bliss, but beneath grey rolling clouds an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. Very well done. Summoned it in such different ways, and Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. That's nice. Oh, I hope it's not bad. I will read your tips, by the way, Haru. Okay, anyway. I just went with our request, but, well, I suppose it's not too bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing. So true. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Where the heck she run off to? I thought she went to pee. She wasn't feeling well, went home early. Okay. Okay, cupcakes, 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 cupcakes. I'm useless. No, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here. I guess I never get her enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. That may be the case. We're going to skip a little bit ahead now, because I think I know the dialogue's good, and I know it all comes together, but I think sometimes there are quite inane segments where nothing really happens. Okay. Okay. This is quite an important decision. Okay, right. Roberta, can't wait for the next stream. You blue balled me last time and it's been 3 years. Right. I gotta go do Sayori's one because we gotta get the same ending as last time. So we're gonna do that. Oh fuck. Did I misclick? Game's the game. Do you know what? I don't care. We're fully skipping. Basically, this is just a load of argument stuff with these two argue, and then... And we'll just keep going until we get there. Okay, yeah, we go over to the house, it's fine. We're fine. I didn't even want to flirt with her, but... Now Suki's coming to my house, baby. Yeah, we're gonna have to skip ahead. To be honest, I think most of us have already seen chapter 1 already, so... Fucking hell. I was like, wait, am I here already? Okay, so this is where Sayori talks about her mental health, and things are bad. Yeah, I feel like such a dick. I don't want to have to skip all this, but we're going to just on this occasion. However, there is the thing to tell you love her, and I don't want to do that. Basically, her mental health is in the gutter. We get the same cold. The thing is though, we get the same outcome either way. Okay, here we go. So now this stuff is just like flirty cupcake stuff. We don't need to care that much about flirty cupcake stuff, okay? I think we can all agree on that. Flirty cupcakes. Okay, I've got a big long fucking twit longer. Jesus. Okay. Well, I'll look at all that later. I'm sorry, Saul. I know you want to see this stuff, but I'd feel bad not, like, getting to this point. And the thing said 4 hours, and it's just hit 10 o'clock. I don't have 4 hours. Oh, this is it. Oh, look at this. Flirty, flirty moment. We have. I don't care about this. Oh, okay. I fear. I like this game, but I think once you know that it's not flirty, it gets a little bit like. I cannot wait for that skip button to become available. I assume that skip button will come on like a second playthrough. I'll just be able to do that. Damn, we were about to do a kiss. I don't want to tell her I love her. I know that's the thing that comes up. I can't say I love you. You'll always be my dearest friend. I mean, I do even know that much. I can't wait for you to get the second playthrough. Yeah, I know. Yes, I will be doing it. I can do it at the weekend if you want. I maybe have to do it tomorrow, but at the weekend, yes. I will do a proper second playthrough. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. Here we go. Thanks for being early. It's funny. I thought Yuri would be here. Monica's placing her books. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days like this she'd try harder. So yesterday you kind of left her hanging this... This fucking bitch, by the way. Weekend Sunday? I mean, I can do it Sunday. This bitch, because it's only because I know what happens. This fucking line of dialogue is so bitchy. Oh, you left her kind of hanging this morning, you know. And how does Monica know? Get out of my head, get out of my head. Yeah, okay. Right. I think, just in case, what we're going to do is we're going to make a save. And I'm going to put the save here. Just in case we might need it. Well, we know... Right. Are we ready? Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have her... I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me with no choice. I gently open the door. Saya... Oh my god. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? This has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I knew I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Okay. And here we go. End. That is the first playthrough done. However, as I'm sure most of you will know, as we head over to the main menu here, technically, it is not the first playthrough done. Because as you can see, Sayori has disappeared. Where's Sayori gone? Uh-oh. Malware. Oh, did I miss the I gently opened the door? You did. Yes. But, like I said, I'm streaming it on YouTube, so you can go back to it. That was our first moment. Now, what is really, really good is everything after this, for me personally, is like a blind playthrough. I don't fully know what happens after this. I know little bits and pieces, but I don't fully know all of the extreme lore. So I'm pretty happy with that. In our first playthrough then, we have wrapped up with 2 trophies in our first 3 hours. We got a lot of work to do. We could go do the poems quickly. I mean, we got time. I mean, we could do them whenever. I finish all the side stories, data collection. I don't want to do the hidden ones yet. I kind of want to look through those later. What else do we have? Oh, wow, look. That's so cool. I love this game, and it breaks it. My favorite characters, Natsuki, Yuri, Monika, and Other Monika. I know, right? I love Other Monika. What a great character. Nice. Oh. Wait, I'm back on my desktop. What? Oh. Oh, this is all my unlockable stuff. So these are all my pictures, look. So these are all the pictures we've unlocked, and we've still got loads more. There's more poems to unlock, more CGs to unlock, secrets, backgrounds, sketches, promo. Oh, that's cute. It's like the whole Halloween one. That's quite cool. Mail? No mail. Files? Isn't there like a thing where I can delete Monika? I was gonna say, can I just... Yeah, okay, so, Saya's gone. Gross, don't. I'm not going to delete her. I want to play for another round, but this is quite cool, actually. Whoa, happythoughts.png? Oh, is this like a password thing? Probably, right? Dude, this stuff's pretty cool, though. Oh, this tells you all their winning words. Oh, that's crazy. That's so cool. Okay. Right, we're going to call this for now. There are so many secrets. We have so much left to discover in Doki Doki Literature Club. I will be back next stream, where we will be commencing with our next playthrough on the main game. As you guys can see when it loads in a second. We still have a little bit of work left to do. And yeah, we're going to continue playing through. I will see you guys next stream. Thank you so much for everyone's help. Thank you for all the lovely stuff you guys have done for me today. And I'll see you next stream. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.